You are tuned into the Celebrity Rumor Report.
You are tuned into the Celeb Rumor Report.
Well, it looks like the saying is true, you guys. It's not what you know, but who you know. As news just dropped that Blueface, legal name Jonathan Porter, was sentenced to a mere 3 years probation for his involvement in a Las Vegas strip club shooting, which injured 2 people. The star was initially facing attempted murder charges, but the judge suspended the sentence and opted to charge him with the reduced charges of battery and discharging a firearm at or into an occupied structure. So, I'm sure you're asking yourself what happened, what brought on these charges. Well, on October 8th, 2022, Mr. Blueface and entourage were leaving Euphoric Gentlemen's Club when the victim, or should I say one of the victims, Mr. Kentavious Traylor, recognized the star. Traylor told authorities that Blueface's entourage jumped him after he remarked on Blueface speaking with some women in a cheap vehicle and made an audible joke. When the man tried to leave, Mr. Kentavious, in his truck, the beatdown nearly turned deadly. The group started shooting at Traylor as he sped away, hitting parked cars as he fled for his life. Traylor was grazed by one of the bullets, sustaining a wound to his hand. And the other individual that was injured was a woman that Mr. Traylor hit with his vehicle as he fled from the scene. Roll the clip.
While it is certainly true that Mr. Traylor was involved in a fight with people at the strip club, Mr. Porter was not involved in that fight. And what happened later was Mr. Traylor went to his vehicle and then drove very slowly up to a group of people who he felt had aggrieved him in the fight and rolled down his window and displayed a firearm, causing other people to jump back. And then he sped into a group of people, ended up hitting a woman and hitting other cars, and then took off. And that's at the moment when the conduct from our client occurs.
I know people who get more time for stealing bubble gum, honestly. I know people who do more time for stealing TVs than they do for shooting somebody. I'm just completely disappointed in all of this. Yeah, I hate the way my name was ridiculed in the social media before I could even find out about it. Like I said, just this complete process has been a complete drop of the ball. Yeah, that's all I got to say about it.
I don't know. You saw the footage. Did you think Blueface was justified in his entourage and their actions? Now, Traylor gave his witness statement where he expressed his disappointment with the justice system, saying, "I know people who receive more time for stealing bubblegum, but that Blueface is getting special treatment because of his money and celebrity status." Do I agree? Do I disagree? I don't know, but I seen a couple things that, I don't know, may play well for Mr. Traylor. Let's take a look.
S was Proenza Schuler. The heels were Christian Louboutin, and the plea guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges. Cardi B accepted a plea deal from prosecutors for her role in a bottle-throwing beatdown that happened 4 years ago at a strip club in Queens. The Bronx rapper pleaded guilty to assault and reckless endangerment charges. Her sentence, no jail time, no probation, just 15 days of community service.
She feels good about it because she's really ready to move on.
In court, she went by her real name, Belcalis Marlenis Almanzar, and admitted to ordering an attack against a woman named Rachel Watley, who worked as a bartender at the Angels Gentlemen's Club in Queens. Cardi B admitted to paying $5,000 to her co-defendant, Tawana Jackson Morrell, to pull off the attack. Another co-defendant, Jeffrey Bush, said he carried out the order and beat up Hartley. In August of 2018, the rapper admitted to visiting the strip club where the victim worked and throwing liquor bottles towards Watley and her sister.
Cardi has really moved to another part of her life, and we're talking about a life of being happily married with 2 beautiful children.
Cardi's legal team says a trial would have sparked a media circus. Back in 2019, she faced a tougher legal battle when she was charged with 2 counts of felony attempted assault. Aside from completing 15 days of community service in Queens, the rapper must also stay away from the 2 sisters for the next 3 years.
The idea is she's going to do something that plays to her strengths in terms of reaching people, particularly young people, positive messages about education.
We have breaking news out of Los Angeles tonight. A verdict was just reached in the Tory Lanez trial. The rapper accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. The shooting and trial, of course, drew a lot of attention online with rumors and misinformation that Megan herself called torturous. Nyla Charles has been following this case closely for us and joins us now. Nyla, what are we learning?
Jacob, in L.A. Superior Court, jury just found Tory Lanez guilty on all 3 felony charges he was facing, including carrying a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, assault with a semi-automatic handgun, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. This chapter now closed for Megan Thee Stallion, whose attorney is saying, quote, "The jury got it right. I am thankful there is justice for Meg." This comes on the 2nd day of deliberations and after a tumultuous 2 years since the shooting and a trial full of surprises. The Canadian hip-hop star, known for his hit single Say It, was charged with the 2020 shooting of the Grammy-winning rapper, known for her sensual lyrics and bold style. On the stand, Megan said Tory Lanez shot her after telling her to dance. Megan facing intense scrutiny on social media and from hip-hop bloggers questioning her account. Then giving dramatic testimony this week about the harassment she suffered around the case, telling the court, "I don't want to live. I wish he had just shot and killed me if I had to go through this torture." The trial full of surprises. One unexpected turn when Megan's former best friend, Kelsey Harris, testified, recanting her interview with investigators about the incident in which she identified Tory Lanez as the shooter, saying parts of the recorded interview weren't accurate, according to the Associated Press. Jury began deliberations Thursday. In the afternoon, they sent a note to the judge asking for a better definition of the word willfully and on purpose.
Nyla Charles is still with us here. Nyla, of course, you mentioned a guilty verdict came in. I want to know, what is the reaction to this verdict?
Well, Jacob, just minutes, or excuse me, Jacob, actually, it looks like from the AP reporting there that it's actually very emotional. I spoke to Tory Lanez attorney last night, and he says him and his client were expecting that Tory Lanez be acquitted on all charges, so it must be a shock. We haven't been able to reach that attorney this evening, but a Los Angeles DA put out a statement highlighting the bravery of Megan Thee Stallion, saying, in part, you showed incredible courage and vulnerability with your testimony despite repeated and grotesque attacks that you did not deserve. You face unjust and despicable scrutiny that no woman should ever face, and you have been an inspiration to others across LA County and the nation. But there was also some reaction, like I mentioned, inside the courtroom right after the verdict. The AP again reporting from that scene that Lanez's father began shouting after the jury left the courtroom, saying that this wicked system stands judged before God Almighty. He also pointed to the two prosecutors and called them evil, wicked people. Because of that, deputies removed him from the courtroom. Jacob?
One gets 15 days community service, and the other gets 2 years probation. Well, I don't know. Seems to me if you're making money for the right people, it doesn't matter how many crimes you commit or the severity of the crime that you commit. But what I really want to know is, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that celebrities get special treatment? Or do you think that justice is really blind? Let me know down below in the comments. Now, I gotta run because I have things I need to do. But like I always say,
but I ain't one to gossip, so if anyone asks you, you ain't heard it from me.
Thanks for tuning in to the Celeb Rumor Alert. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flips. Peace.